All right, podcast topic / hopefully interesting thought. Jesus Christ, dude, you wrote a goddamn novel here. All right, I'm going to apologize up front for my bad reading here. All right, here we go. Hey, Bill. Are you up for something a little bit different? Who writes that? It's not about football, and if it's a conspiracy theory, it's one for the future. I bet you didn't think making pie would be something interesting to you, but look at you now with the butter crust and everything. So give it a shot. Ha ha. Well, dude, I'm fucking reading it. You don't got to write all that stuff. I'll read anything. All right. Would you ever teleport somewhere if the technology got to that point? It was something I thought would be cool until you see the different ways they are trying it. Trying it out? Who is? The first is a wormhole, which is some kind of space-time anomaly that I don't even think the physicists understand. I don't understand you've already lost me. This would be pretty cool, but it is obviously especially unlikely to ever be a thing. Dude, would you look at this sentence? This would be pretty cool, but is obviously especially unlikely to ever be a thing. There was like fucking left and right turns just in that sentence. Another way they are looking. Oh, by the way, I never understood why Formula One was looking down on like IndyCar racing and stock car racing, how it's just left turns, just left turns, just left turns. Like why it's harder that there's left and right turns. I finally noticed, because what happens is that if there's a left turn and you're on the inside and you get past the guy, and then the next turn's a right turn, then he's on the inside. So it's actually way more difficult. You think, in stock car racing, you get on the inside, then that's it. You pass the guy. Then he's got to try to get inside of you, or maybe fucking have somebody draft behind him or whatever. But I mean, there's only so many fucking ways you can go. Formula One racing, you're like, yeah, I fucking passed you. Oh, no, I didn't. Son of a bitch, right? Sorry, that was way oversimplifying something really difficult. All right, let's get back. I just needed a break from that last sentence. All right, another way they're looking into this is really fucking horrifying. The idea is that they can break you down, your atoms, while analyzing exactly how everything was connected and just put the same elements together on the other side. This could even work with your brain and memories. What? Really, all of our consciousness is just neurons in certain patterns, connected uniquely in each of us based on our DNA and experiences. Yeah, dude, like already I can tell you this, like, you go to Jiffy Lube and their job is literally to change oil, drain oil out and then put other oil in. And the amount of times that they forget to put it in and the person drives away without the oil in there and then the engine seizes, you know what I mean? You think I'm going to go to fucking the Jiffy Lube of teleporting and I'm going to roll the dice that they're going to get everything back together again? Anyways, he says, obviously this would be something in the distant future, but aren't you technically dying every time you go through that? Go through what? And a clone, if you were to teleport, and a clone with the same memories comes out on the other side. It's a weird thought that if this ever became a thing, everyone using it to communicate every day would be dying twice a day with a clone coming out on the other side. Yeah, dude, this sounds like a great movie. It's fucked up enough that no one else, like friends or family, would know the difference, but even you / clone you wouldn't. If it was good enough that all of the memories came with you, the clone would just come out the other side remembering stepping in the receiver a minute ago, even though the version of you that experienced that is dead now. Yeah, so your soul would know it, wherever the fuck your soul goes. And you'd be standing down, looking down from a cloud or wherever the fuck you go, going, that motherfucker isn't me, walking around being me. And he goes, sorry if I got too weird for you, but I thought if I explained it right, this would be at least mildly interesting. Totally interesting. Even if they had the technology right now, I feel like they would have to slowly work up to this. Like everyone thought, if you had a cell phone, you were a douche. Then everyone had one. Now we have shit like Pokemon going everywhere. Okay, I get the rest of this stuff. Dude, I thought about, when I was in my early days of traveling, basically the first 20 years of this shit, and I took, buses and sat in the back of the plane and all of that type of shit. I remember just thinking that I just wish that I remember wishing that I had an F-16, and a pilot, and that we could somehow fly like 2,000 miles an hour, whatever that is, Mach whatever, across the country, and I could get across the country in like an hour and a half. And just fucking get in the thing and have the guy just push the stick forward. And go. That was my big thing. I was into bullet trains. I was into all of this shit. And what I fucking hated was whenever I took the train from Boston down to New York City, they had the high-speed fucking train. And it would go high speed to like Stamford, Connecticut or some shit. And then they had to stop and change the engine. So it just slowed the fuck down. Something like that. You'd have to stop or you'd get behind the slow one. It didn't even make any fucking sense to pay all that extra money, and all you did was shave like 20 minutes off the thing. So I've always thought about, like, I would just use teleporting for travel, But I agree with you that you would be dying. If they took you completely apart, like, that is weird. Like, what exactly would you be? Like, your heart would be completely taken apart. First of all, dude, there's no fucking way we're ever going to learn how to do that. There's no way. Teleporting and time travel and all that shit, if we were going to learn how to do it, we already would have known about it. You know what I mean? Because someone would have done it in the future, and they would have come back, and somebody would have said something. Hey, not for nothing, I'm from fucking 2152. Just wanted to come back here and, just wanted to breathe better air and get away from all those robots, that are running the fucking world.